Yes, good morning to everyone. I hope I am audible in both classes. I have tested my devices, so today it might work properly. Okay, so due to some network issues, the last session we faced many difficulties. Okay, so this session most probably it won't occur. Fine. Okay. In the previous session, what topic we have discussed? What are the things we have learned? Yes. So before previous session, we know how to, yes, before previous session, we know how to connect a single LED or a switch to a port pin. Okay, now we can able to interface parallel devices. That means 8-bit devices to your microcontroller. How to program it. Fine. So regarding that part, we have discussed the LED array and the switch array. Correct. So 8 switches and 8 LEDs. So it is arranged in a fashion like that. Okay. So that we can able to program. Fine. So in that we have to program the switches by this class. So once it is completed, we will go with the 7-segment display. Okay. Then, as many of you told, we discussed how to create a header file for your project. Okay, so whatever the project you are doing, so once it is done, you can put all the functions into the header file so that any user can make use of it easily. Okay, fine. So coming to day 4, today we are going to see how to program the multiple input switches. Okay, so the very first program is going to be read the 8-bit input device. That means 8 switches we are going to have, which is going to be connected at port 0, and write it to the LED array connected at P1. Yes, see whatever the data we are getting in port 0, we are reading from port 0 and writing to port 1. So this is the first program we are going to do in today's class. Okay, wait a minute, I will present my entire screen. See, at any point of time, if you are not able to hear my voice, or if you cannot able to see the screen, kindly tell me. Okay. Yes, I hope my entire screen is visible to all of you. Yes, can you people reply in chat so that I can know? Yes. Yes. What are you in classroom 2? So now I am going to open the app. Okay, fine. So what about the task we are going to work now? So we are going to read data from a 8-bit device, input device connected at P0, and we are going to write the logic what we had read from that particular port to the LED array. Okay, so this is the first program we are going to discuss today. Okay, fine. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I will orient my screen. Yes, okay, so that I can see your chat. So is the screen is visible properly? So what about the first line of code I have to include? About the first line of code I have to include? Yes. Okay. We have to include the header file. So hash include. Yes, very good. AP89s52.h. Okay. So what about the next step we have to do? We have to use macro for the input device and output device. So we are using an 8-bit switch. I mean 8 array of switches we are having. From that we will be going to have 8 input. We can connect it to which port? Which port we have to connect it? According to the problem statement, we have to connect to P0, correct? So what about the name we can give for that particular thing? Yes, okay. So hash define SW8 ன்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். As it is 8-bit, I am naming it as SW8. Okay, or else we can use some other naming. Okay, so already நம்ம single switch and LED work பண்ணனால confusion வரக்கூடாது. Fine. So what about the thing we have to use here? Port 0. Yes, P0. Very good. So what about LED? Which port we have to connect? And refer the slide. Yes, it has to be connected to port 1. Yes, so hash define LED 8 port 1. Is the thing is clear to everyone? Okay, so coming to the LED, what are the different things we can do as a whole? We can switch off all the LEDs. Am I right? All the LEDs we can able to turn it off. So I am going to define a naming off. So what about value you have to assign? Considering the LED, I have to turn off all the LED. So what about the 8-bit data I have to write in the port? One large we have to write. Of course, here we are dealing with 8-bit device. So 0xFF. Very good. Thank you. Okay. Fine. Then to configure all the port pin at P0 as input. What about the data we have to use? Yes, input. So for that also we have to use 0xFF. Okay, see these things why I am saying means in your program at any point of time, if you want to turn off all the LED, you can do it. LED 8 is equal to off. That's it. Okay, so it will be very easy for you people to handle the things. You no need to remember again and again. When LED pin la high eludana off aguma, low eludana off aguma, once you have assigned this macro, off means it will substitute the value of text. Okay, now we can go with the main program. So void main. So in the main program, first I have to declare a variable. Okay, so whenever I am reading the switch inputs, it has to be stored in that particular variable. So what about the variable we can assign for that? Port 0 la na read பண்ற டேட்டாவை ஒரு வேரியபிள்ல ஸ்டோர் பண்ணனும். Fine. So what about the naming we can give and which type of data type we can use? Yes. Can you suggest me? Yes. Am I audible? Yes. Kindly suggest me. Okay. So it's a 8-bit data. We know from the port we are going to read 8-bit data. Yes, very good. We have to use character variable. We can assign a name as what? Danya, here in the case of embedded C, we can able to access the whole 8-bit port as well as a single bit. ரெண்டுத்துமே possibility இருக்கு. So நம்ம bit operation மட்டும் பண்றதா இருந்தா as you told we have to go with array. Okay, so இங்க நம்ம பண்ண போறது byte operation. So char value is equal to, okay, value equal to, initially I am making it as 0 0. Okay, or else you no need to define it, you can use it later. Fine. Okay, now what are the things we have to do before entering into the main program? Before entering into the main program, what are the things we have to do? Yes, we have to turn off the LED, we have to configure the port as input, correct? So what about the lines we have to use to turn off the LED? So LEDs are connected at P0. We no need to remember that. Simply we can use, sorry, P1. Yes, LED is 8 is equal to off. LED 8 is equal to off. We have to put semicolon at the end. So after that, Dixon, here we are not dealing with bit operation. Here we are dealing with byte operation. Okay, we are dealing with bit operation. What you said is correct. Okay, fine. So SW8 is equal to input. That's it. இந்த ரெண்டு லைன்ல என்ன பண்ணிருக்கோம், எல்லா எல்இடியும் ஆஃப் பண்ணிருக்கோம். All the port pins P0 in P0 is going to be input pin. Okay, now we have to write the repeated thing in a while of one. Super loop la எழுத போறோம். Fine. So what about the first thing we have to do? The first vision நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும், the loop உள்ள போன உடனே based upon the condition of the switch only control the LED, correct? Whatever the value we are getting from the switch, we are read and write it to the LED. Yeah. What we can do now, we have to read the value first. Yes. What can use? If you use the port assigned for a particular macro as a source, so it is going to be input operation. Yes. Voice not clear. Am I audible to everyone? Can you unmute and say, is my voice is clear?
Yes, sir, I'm audible.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so while of 1, so in this what we have to do, value is equal to SW8. What I am doing, I am reading the 8-bit data from the port where I have just. Am I audible in? Yes. Students kindly respond.
Audible.
Can you hear my voice clearly?
Audible, Ram, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, fine. Now we have read the 8-bit logic from the port where we have connected the switch. Okay. So now what we have to do? We have to write the same logic what we have read from the switch input, that must be written into LED. Yes. So always have the habit of reading code, okay, and writing. Okay. So in the previous class, we got some error. I mean, our program is not working. Our program didn't work. So the reason is you have to think one very important criteria. Okay. When we are saying about port,
Wait for a moment, students.
Students, am I audible now?
Audible, Ram, sir.
Okay, fine. Wait, I have changed my network connection. So wired. So I'm having some issue in my wireless connectivity. Wait a minute. Yes. Okay. Fine. Okay. That's all about the program. Do you people have any doubt in this program? Yes. Is it clear? Okay, fine. So now we can connect the virtual hardwares. So I'm going to take LED panel. So first enable this option. Windows always on top. Yes. So now what we have to do is we have to use port 0 for, sorry, port 1 for LED. Okay, wait a minute. Port 1. Okay, fine. I had almost made the connection. Wait a minute. Yes, I have made the connection. So next I'm going to take LEDs, sorry, switch. So go to simple keypad, click on it. You can see 8 switches. Wait a minute. Okay, click on the settings icon. So choose Windows always on top. Okay, so here I'm going to select port 0. Am I right? Yes, I am selecting port 0. So from port 0, I'm selecting the pins now. Yes, that's all. So that's all about the hardware connection. So now what we have to do is we have to simulate this file. To debug this file, yes. Okay, it got compiled successfully. So now we are going to run the program. Yes, okay. So now what I am going to do is I am going to click, I am going to enable this hardware settings. So now I am closing the switch at LSB position. Yes, can you see the result? Whatever the switch I am turning on here, the corresponding LED is glowing. Okay, so click on this icon and disable radio button so that you can give multiple inputs active at a time. A minute. Yes. So now we can give multiple inputs. Yes, that's all. Okay. So that's all about the program. Okay. Fine. The next program what we are going to do is we are just going to read the data and we have to write the complement value. Okay, so once complement value of the data. So if the switch is closed means LED should be turned off. Okay, switch open condition la irukkrappa LED on. What about the logic we have to change in the existing program? What about the logic we have to do in this existing program? So whatever the logic I am getting, yes. What about the thing we have to do in this existing program? Yes, very good. LED 8 is equal to, we have to use tilde symbol. I have told you in the previous session for bit operation, which operator we have to use. Regarding bit operations, which operator we have to use for performing complement thing? Yes, very good. Exclamatory symbol. For byte operation, we have to use tilde symbol. Okay, fine. So now we are having the same hardware configuration. So now we can run the program and test the results. Okay. To debug this, nothing I have changed, just one line I have changed. Yes, I can run the program. Now you people can see the result. Yes. Whatever, wherever I have closed the switch, you can clearly observe this. Yes, this switch is closed but LED is off. This switch is open but LED is on. Yes, it's like that. So that's all about this particular program. Is the thing is clear? Shall we move to the next program? Yes, okay. See, on seeing many programs, you can able to grasp more concepts. What are the things available in the program? Okay, fine. So now we'll go with the next program. Wait a minute. The next program is connect 8-bit input device. That means the same switches to port 0 and make the LED at P1.5 to glow for below input pattern. Okay, so you consider this as a binary password. Okay, so this particular bit pattern, if you are giving, the LED should glow. Okay, otherwise the LED should be in off condition. Okay, can you people say how many possible passwords I can have with this 8-bit input switches? Yes. So we are having a 8-bit data. Okay, so what about the possible combinations we can give with this 8-bit? Is it 64? So 8-bit means 2 to the power 8. Yes, 256. Very good. Okay, thank you. So 256 passwords we can able to give with this 8-bit switch. Okay. See, that's what I have told you. Switch LED is a you consider this as a digital input. That's all. Through the switch, you are providing some digital input. So I am considering that as a password. Okay. So when we have learned matrix keypad and other thing, we can able to do such projects. Okay, fine. So here what we have to do, if this particular pattern is there, then what I have to do? I have to turn on this particular LED. Okay. Please remember one thing. Logic 1 means switch is open. Logic 0 means switch is closed. Please kindly remember that. Okay. The meaning in switch at LSB is open. It is close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Okay. So the white color closed path consider panikla. Red color open path assume panikla. So what about the logic I will get for this particular condition? Yes. Here red means 1, white means 0. So what about the pattern I will get for this particular key input? Can you say the hexadecimal value? Yes, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Yes, 5, 5. Very good. So 0x 5, 5. Wait a minute, I will stop this so that. See, when you are running this particular simulator, your system performance will be down. Okay, fine. So now we can start writing the program. You can go with it. So what we have to do? We have to read the data from the switch. If it is 55H, if the data is 55H, then we have to turn on this particular LED connected at P1.5. Okay, so now I will go with this slide. Okay, so we no need to change this hardware, even though we are going to use only one LED. So I am keeping as it is. Okay, because it takes time for providing this hardware connection. That's why I am keeping this. Actually, we are using only this particular pin P1.5. That's it. Third LED from the MSB. Okay. So what are the things we have to do now? In the programming part, what are the things we have to do now? Yes, now LED, we are having only single LED. So what we have to do? P1_5, P1.5. Okay. So for LED nama off panna inga condition? Just 1. So for LED on panna condition enna? Just 0. That's it. Okay. But the switch is 8-bit only. So like this also you can have a hardware configuration. Input device 8-bit, output device 8-bit mandatory. Fine. It might vary. Okay. Fine. So now what we are going to do is, so we will start writing the main code. Yes. We start writing the main code. So here, what about the value? I mean, data type I have to use for the value. So it is going to be 8-bit only because we are reading 8-bit input from the switch. Fine. So initially what we have to do, we have to turn off the LED. Here I have used the macro as LED for P1.5, correct? So SW8 is equal to input only, no change in that. Okay, here what I have to do? Here what I have to do? I have to read the value. I have read the value. So after this, what I have to do? In this while loop, at the very first point, I am reading the data available in the port 0. Yes, which should a condition first read one. Okay, after that, what we can do? If the data is equal to this value, I can turn on the LED. Else, I can go with turn off the LED. Yes. So, which statement I have to use here? So, which statement I have to use here? Yes, very good. If statement we have to use. If, nalla gavaninga, when we are assigning a value to the variable, we are using single equal symbol, correct? Single equal to both. But while testing the condition, we have to use double equal. So what I am going to do? Value equal to 0x55. Okay, the 0x55 நீங்க என்ன பண்ணிக்கலாம்? வேணும்னா இங்க என்ன பண்ணிக்கலாம்? You can define it as password. Okay, pass 0x55. So program la na ulla engiyume maatha thevilla. See, like that only you have to write your program. So then only it will be very easy for you to change it. Modify பண்றது ரொம்ப ஈஸியா இருக்கும். Yes. So if the value is equal to password, what we have to do? LED on பண்ணனும். LED is equal to on. That's it. Else அப்படி இல்லனா என்ன பண்ணனும்? If it is not like that, what we have to do? Else I am going to turn off the LED. LED is equal to off. That's it. Okay. So it is put in the super loop, correct? So every time, first the switch value it is going to be red. If it is equal to password, LED on. Else LED is going to be off. Okay. Fine. Mohammad Hamdan told AA. Wait a minute. Okay. Hamdan சொல்றது என்ன சொல்றாரு அப்படின்னா AA அப்படின்னு சொல்றாரு. அப்படின்னா switch closedனா 1, openனா 0 அந்த assumptionல சொல்றாரு. Correct? So இங்க நம்ம எடுத்துக்கிறது என்ன அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா switch closed அப்படின்னா நம்ம என்ன சொல்லி இருக்கிறோம்? switch நம்ம press பண்ணோம்னா 0 logic, release பண்ணோம்னா 1 logic. Fine. Okay. So now we can simulate the program. Wait a minute. To debug this file. Yes. So we can run it. So I have to turn on the hardware. So whether the password matches what value I have kept? 01015 0110 56 அப்படின்னு நான் வச்சிருக்கேன் கரெக்டா. இப்போ இத 5 னு மாத்தனா என்ன பண்ணனும்? I have to close this switch and I have to open this switch. That's all. Yes. Other than this particular pattern, the LED will not glow. Can we verify? If you keep any pattern, the LED won't glow. Yes. If exactly it matches with the pattern for what we have written the code, it is working. Is the thing is clear? Is it clear to everyone? See, variety of program நீங்க வந்து switch LED வச்சு program பண்ணி பழகிட்டீங்கன்னா it can be replaced by sensor and actuator. It's very simple only. Okay. So நமக்கு concept தெரியணும். இந்த port பின்ன high பண்ணனும்னா என்ன பண்ணனும், low பண்ணனும்னா என்ன பண்ணனும். That's it. Okay. If it is bit variable, how to handle in embedded C. If it is byte variable, how to handle in embedded C. So that knowledge is enough. Okay. You can able to program any device. Fine. Okay, fine. So we'll go with the next programming. So next programming and then part. Wait a minute. I will move this hardware. Yes. So the next programming, what we are going to discuss is, okay, connect 3 switches named B2, B1 and B0 to port pin P0.7, P0.6, P0.5 and the 3 LEDs named G2, G1 and G0 at P 0.2, 0.1, 0.0. Okay, so read the inputs, that means the binary code from the switch and convert it into equivalent gray code and display in the LED. Fine. So binary to gray code conversion the hardware set use பண்ணி பண்ண போறோம். Yes, shall we do it? Shall we do it? Yes. The binary to gray code எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும்ங்களா? Okay, kindly you people type G2 என்ன இருக்கணும்? If the inputs are B2, B1, B0, what about G2? Three we are dealing now. Wait a minute, I will stop the hardware. Yes. Okay, now you can. What about G2? See, படிச்சிருக்கோம் இல்லைங்களா binary to gray conversion. Yes, kindly respond. Binary to gray converter க்கு B2 க்கு ஒரு expression இருக்கும் கரெக்ட்டா? Sorry, G2 க்கு. Similarly G1 க்கு ஒரு expression இருக்கும், G0 க்கு ஒரு expression இருக்கும். Do you people remember that? Okay, otherwise I will type in chat. Can anyone post? Yes, G2 equal to B2. Very good, Anthony Surya. What about G1? What about G1? Yes, G1 is equal to what? B2 and B1 XOR பண்ண கரெக்ட்டா? Yes. G2 is equal to B2. First one அப்படியே நம்ம எழுதியாச்சு. Correct? Next one என்ன வரும்? G1 is equal to what? B2 XOR B1. Yes. So what about G0? B0 is equal to B1 XOR B0. Okay. So I will put it in the other classroom also, so you people can see this. Yes. Is the expression is correct? Classroom 2 ல யாருமே ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணவே இல்லை இது வரைக்கும். See, at least classroom 1 ல கொஞ்ச நாள் ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணாங்க. Classroom 2 ல யாருமே ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணது இல்ல. Very poor. Okay, fine. Can you people suggest me which kind of operation best suit for this application? Bit operation or byte operation? Which operation best suit for me? Bit operation. Very good, very good. If I go for byte operation, I am having only one provision which is going to be very, very easy. What? Yes. இது நிறைய இதுல பண்ணலாம், நிறைய ஓரியன்டேஷன்ல பண்ணலாம், பைட் ஆபரேஷன் வச்சு பண்ண முடியும். பட் பிட் ஆபரேஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணோம்னா ப்ரோக்ராமிங் பிகம் வெரி வெரி சிம்பிள். ஓகே, ஃபைன் ஃபைன். ஓகே, ஒன் மோர் திங் ஐ வாண்ட் டு ஆஸ்க் யூ. ஸோ நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ற ஹார்ட்வேர் கான்ஃபிகரேஷனை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் ஸ்விட்சை நம்ம க்ளோஸ் பண்ணா 0 கிடைக்குது, ஓப்பன் பண்ணா 1 கிடைக்குது, கரெக்டா? பட் எனக்கு ஸ்விட்ச் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணா 1 வரணும். ஸோ வாட் வி ஹேவ் டு டூ? Whenever I am reading the bit, what I have to do? Whenever I am reading the bit, if the switch is closed, I should get 1. So what we have to do for that? And the switch, yes, very good. Okay. So every time I have to use complement. Yes, exclamatory symbol we have to use. Okay, fine. Now we can write the program. Okay. Can you see one thing in this particular programming? Both switches and LEDs are connected to the same port, correct? Only one student attended the quiz 2, okay, in the value added course classroom. Okay, so ஒரே ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் மட்டும் தான் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க இது வரைக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ அதில் ஒரு கொஸ்டின் கேட்டிருந்தோம், என்ன அப்படின்னா can we able to connect input and output devices of different pins of the same port? Okay, பண்ண முடியும். Yes, it is possible. Fine. So எந்த போர்ட் பின்ல நான் இன்புட்டா யூஸ் பண்றனோ அதை மட்டும் இன்புட்டா கான்ஃபிகர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். The remaining pin we can use it as output pin. Okay, plus but please remember one thing, whenever you are doing some input operation, the value what you have written in the port latch 11 எழுதி இருக்கிறது எனக்கு என்ன கூடாது, சேஞ்ச் ஆக கூடாது. That's very very important. Okay, fine. Now we will start writing the program. Okay, so what I am going to do is I am going to assign the macros now. I will do the entire program now. So the very first line we have included the header file. Yes, what about the next step we have to do? About the next step we have to do? Next step enna pananum? We are going to use port pin, correct? So enna port pin la use panna porom adha declare panum. Yes, kindly refer the PPT. So input enga connect pannirkom 765. So 7 is going to be the B2 bit and 6 is going to be B1 and 5 it is going to be B0. Fine. So what I am going to do is as defined B2, where I have to connect P0_7. So I am going to copy this. A minute. Yes. So now I am going to use 6th pin for B1, then 5th pin of port 0 for B0. I have assigned the pins for binary values, input values. So similarly, I have to assign for output. So G2 must be connected to P0.2. Kindly refer the slide. Yes, G2 must be connected to 0.2, 0.1, 0.0 in that way. Okay. I am going to copy. Yes, so G2, G1 must be connected to P0.1. G0 must be connected to P0.0. Okay, so that's all about the assignment. Okay, so for LED nama on panano appadina enna condition? Sorry, has defined LED on panona 0. Sorry, wait a minute. On panona 0. Yes, to make it off we have to use one large. So similarly switch input configure panna enna pannom? We can use it. Okay, fine. So we can go with the main program. So void main. Okay, what about the first line we have to do? Yes, what about the first line we have to do? Any idea? இதில் ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் நல்லா யோசிங்க. சேம் போர்ட் நான் யூஸ் பண்றேன். அப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்? P0.7, 0.6, 0.5 கரெக்டா? ஸோ இந்த 3 பின் இங்க இருக்கு பாருங்க. 0.7, 0.6, 0.5 ரிமைனிங் பின்ஸ் நம்ம விட்டுடலாம். ஸோ ஆஸ் வி ஆர் நாட் யூசிங் தட் பர்டிகுலர் பின், ஐ எம் மேக்கிங் இட் அஸ் ஓப்பன். இல்லைன்னா நமக்கு ஹார்ட்வேர் அவுட்புட் பார்க்குறப்ப கன்ஃபியூஷன் ஆகும். Won't work properly. You cannot able to connect both LED and switch same at the same time to the same port pin. Okay, we can use different pins of the same port, but port pins must be different. Okay, so நான் என்ன pin யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன் பாருங்க, P0.7, 0.6, 0.5. so இங்க என்ன யூஸ் பண்ண போறோம்? Yes, P0.2, 0.1, 0.0. yes, so இந்த pins நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன்? making it okay. Now you people tell me, so what about the 8-bit data I can write in this particular pin so that LEDs must get turned off and the port pins are configured as in byte operation போய்க்கலாம் configure பண்றது. yes, what about the thing we can go for? kindly respond. the upper 3 bit நான் என்ன பண்ணனும், lower 3 bit நான் என்ன பண்ணனும், port 0. I have to make the upper 3 pin as input. So for that what we have to put? Kindly type in chat. yes, 3 ones we have to put, correct? so 1 1 1, correct? 3 ones we have to put. fine. what about the lower 3 bit? I have to make the LED to turn on. so what about the value I have to put? yes, very good. as Anthony Surya told, 111 XX 000 போட்டிங்கன்னா LED ஆன் ஆயிடும். கரெக்ட்டா? ஆஃப் பண்ணனும் இனிஷியல். அப்ப என்ன பண்ணனும்? yes, very good Danya. 111 00 111. very good. okay, but one thing you have to remember, so இங்க நம்ம வேற எந்த ஹார்ட்வேரை யூஸ் பண்ணல, still we can use 2 of the port pin for some other operations. பண்ணலாமா? yes, we should not disturb that 2 port pin. எது? P0.4 and 3. P0.4, P0.3 ல நான் வேற ஏதாவது ஆபரேஷனை யூஸ் பண்ணிக்க முடியும். okay, so what we have to do? it's very very important. நான் என்ன பண்றேன் பாருங்க, P0 is equal to P0 or with your data 0x E7. is the thing is clear? the thing is clear? எந்தெந்த பிட்டை மட்டும் நான் செட் பண்ணணுமோ அதை மட்டும் ஆர் பண்றேன் அந்த போர்ட் ரெஜிஸ்டர்ல. தட்ஸ் இட். இஸ் தி திங் இஸ் கிளியர்? E7 எப்படி வந்துச்சுப்பா? 1110 E 01117 E7, correct? so P0 is equal to port registerல நான் என்ன எழுத போறேன்? P0 R with E7. so this won't affect the port pin P0.4 and 3. ஏன் நான் இது சொல்றேன் அப்படின்னா, நீங்க 8-bit ஆபரேஷன் பண்றப்ப you should take care of the unwanted bits, okay, in the program. so எந்த பிட்லாம் நான் யூஸ் பண்ணலையோ அது இந்த மாதிரி கான்செப்ட் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். fine. okay, if I want to make a bit 0, அதுக்கு நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? any idea? if you want to make a bit 0, அதுக்கு என்ன ஆபரேஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணணும்? இங்க நான் செட் பண்றதுக்கு ஆர் ஆபரேஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன். unmasking, this concept we have told, unmasking. yes, very good. to make the bits 0, எந்தெந்த பிட்ல 0 பண்ணுமோ அதை 0 fill பண்ணிட்டு மித்த எல்லா இடத்துலயும் என்ன fill பண்ணணும்? 1 fill பண்ணிட்டு you have to perform AND operation. so it is the reverse way. fine. okay, now what we can do? while of 1 main program போயிடலாம். main programல super loop we are writing. okay, now what about G2? G2 na enna soningappa? G2 is equal to what? What about the logic we are reading from P2, correct? okay, but you remember one thing. ipo na enna assumption sonna? switch press panna 1, release panna 0 nu sonna. so what I have to put here? G2 equal to B2 or some other thing we have to do? when I am reading B2, if switch is closed, I will get 0 logic only, but I want 1 logic. so what I have to do? so இப்ப switch press பண்ணா 1 ன்னு எனக்கு வேணும். yes, very good. Okay, exclamatory symbol B2. That's all. What about the next line? B1 is equal to what? B1 is equal to what? What I am reading from B2. So it has to be XR, correct? XR can a symbol? This symbol we have to use for XR, correct? Not of B1. Okay. சரிங்க சார் இந்த வேல்யூ எனக்கு 0 1 எதை பொறுத்து கிடைக்கும் 0 1 கிடைக்குது fine. So what I have to do is from this output I am again complementing. Reading the logic from B to switch 1 na 1 கிடைக்கும் 0 na 0 கிடைக்கும். That means switch press பண்ணா 1 release பண்ணா 0 now. Fine. Okay. So both I am performing XOR operation. எனக்கு 0 1 வரலாம். எனக்கு 1 வந்தா LED எரியணும். அப்ப என்ன பண்றேன் காம்ப்ளிமென்ட் பண்ணி எழுதணும். That's it. Fine. Okay. What about G0? Can you people type in chat for G0? I will wait. G0 is equal to என்ன வரணும்பா? G0 is equal to B1 XOR B0, correct? What about the logic we have to write? Yes, I have missed a semicolon at the end. People kindly tell me, what about the expression I have to write for G0? Yes, very good. G0 is equal to not of B1 XOR not of B0. Very good. Okay, that's it. See, if you go for byte operation, you can do it, but it takes more timing. I mean, it will be somehow complex. So, எங்க எனக்கு bit operation use பண்ணனும், எங்க byte operation use பண்ணனும். That you people have to work. So, நிறைய program எழுதுனாதான் அந்த ஐடியா கிடைக்கும். Okay, now what I can do? So, சில இதெல்லாம் நான் யூஸ் பண்ணல பாருங்க மேக்ரோல அதெல்லாம் delete பண்ணிடலாங்களா? ஏன்னா இங்க LED ஆன் ஆஃப் பண்றதுக்கு நான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன் byte operation I have used. இது தேவையில்லை. Yes. Similarly, input configuration பண்ணோம் இல்லைங்களா இதுவும் நமக்கு தேவையில்லை இந்த லைன்ஸும். Yes, okay. So now what we can do? Debug this file. Yes. Okay, it is showing some syntax error. Wait, what about the thing? Control A, Control X. Okay, wait a minute. Sometimes this editor will create problem even though the syntax are correct. So at that point of time, you can do like this. I think now the things are clear. Yes, same program only. Okay, now we can simplify. Semicolon missing. Okay, fine. Thank you. So here one semicolon is missing. Okay. Okay. Yes. Now the compilation is successful. So I'm going to run the program. Okay, we can turn on the hardware. Okay. What about the switches I'm using? 0 0 1. Wait a minute. 0 0. Wait a minute. I will map the key inputs. Oh, sorry, I have closed it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Again, we have to select the hardware configuration. Accidentally, I have closed. So we have to use P0 0.2 P0 1 0. So that's all about the output. Okay. So virtual hardware I'm going keypad from here. Okay, I will connect here itself so that we can map the data. Yes, 0, 0, 0, 7, yes, radio button is there, I can turn it off. 7, 6, 5. That's all. So we'll check the program once. Yes, B2, where we have to switch, connect the switch, B2, B1, B0, 7, 6, 5, G2, G1, G0, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So initially what we have done, P0 equal to P0 R of E7. Okay, fine, that's fine. So G2 is equal to naught of B2, G1 is equal to naught of this thing. Okay, fine. So now we can run the program. Yes, we have given 0, 0, 0. So initially all the things are 0. We are getting 1. How? Wait a minute. 0, 0, 0 means 0 should come. I think there is some mistake here in the program. Wait a minute. G2 is equal to naught of B2. Okay. See, when switch is pressed, I will be getting logic 0. Okay, here not symbol should not come. Sorry. Here we have to get. Sorry. இந்த இடத்துல வந்து நமக்கு நாட் சிம்பிள் இங்க வரணும்பா. இங்க வந்து நமக்கு தேவையில்லை. என்ன அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஸ்விட்ச் நமக்கு ஆன் பண்ணோம்னா லாஜிக் என்ன கிடைக்கும் 0. ஸோ அந்த 0 லாஜிக் அப்படியே தான் எழுதணும். எஸ். So G2 equal to B2 is correct. All other thing we have to do like this. Okay, wait. Yes, we can run now. Yes. So here all switches are open. So all LEDs are 0. So 0 means 0, correct? 0, 0, 0. Fine. When I am giving 1, we are getting 1, correct? When I am giving 3, I should get 2. Yes? Is it working? Yes or no? நான் இங்க 3 கொடுத்திருக்கேன். 3 கொடுத்தா அதோட ஈக்குவலன்ட் கிரே கோட் என்ன கிடைச்சிருக்கு எனக்கு 2 கிடைச்சிருக்கு. 0 1 0, correct? Yes. If I give 2, there I will get 3. Correct? 0 1 1. Yes. If I give 3, then you should get 2. Correct? Correct? Fine. If I give 0 1 0, yes, 0 1 0 கொடுத்தா நமக்கு என்ன வருங்க 1 1 1 வருது. Wait a minute. 0 1 1 0 1 1. Wait a minute. Switch close பண்ணா நமக்கு என்ன லாஜிக் கிடைக்கணும்? I think these things are working. Here not symbol we have to introduce. See, kindly check it. If I close the switch, what logic I will get? 0 logic, correct? a minute, I will take with this. If we close the switch, we will be getting 0 logic. So that logic, it has to be written into G2, correct? And why we are getting some things? So 2 bits, it's working proper thing. So given 0, 0, 1, we should get 2 here. Sorry, 1. Given 1. Yes, now it is working. So here it is 1. So we got 1. Next, 1 XOR with the 0. It is going to be 1. Again, 0 XOR with 1. It is going to be 0. That's it. Is it clear now? Is it clear now? Yes, okay. See, we have to think. இதுதான் பிரச்சனை, நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ற டிவைஸ் வந்து ஆக்டிவ் லோ இருக்கிறப்ப we have to concentrate on the logic. That's going to be very very important. Okay, ஒரு சில லாஜிக் நம்ம மைண்ட்ல ஒரு எழுதுவோம், பட் அங்க ப்ராப்பரா ஒர்க் ஆகாம போலாம். Right? So you have to work out more and more programs so that you will be very familiar. Okay, ஜெனரலா நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ற ஹார்ட் ஆக்டிவ் லோ, நான் வந்து ஸ்விட்ச் பிரஸ் பண்ணா எனக்கு லாஜிக் 0 தான் கிடைக்கும். ஃபைன், அவுட்புட் டிவைஸும் ஆக்டிவ் லோ. So what I am writing the same into it, it is going to be same. Okay, so that's all about the programming. Yes, okay. So now we will move on to 7 segment LED. Yes. Wait a minute, I will share only the PPT so that it will be visible clearly to everyone. Wait a minute. Stop presenting. I'm going to share only the PowerPoint. Yes, is my screen is visible? Yes, Ram sir. Okay, second classroom la change pannam sir. I have shared in the second classroom also. The PPT is visible clearly to all the students. Yes. Okay. Fine. Now we will go with the 7 segment LED. So this is the last device we are having in the module 1. So we know the 7 segment LED, it is having 7 segment with a decimal point. Okay. So this can also be used as status for indicating few things. Okay. Fine. So here you can see this particular configuration. We are having 8 LEDs. Okay, 7 segments and this decimal point. For that we have 1 LED, additional LED. So 8 LEDs. The cathode terminal of all the LEDs are connected together and taken as a common pin. So this configuration we call it as common cathode configuration. Okay. So what about the logic I must give at this particular pin so that LED segments will glow? What about the logic I have to write? What about the logic I have to write so that the LEDs will glow? See, common pin na nama enna pandrom, cathode pin ground la connect pandrom. Okay, what about the other end of the pins, individual segment pins? Which logic we have to write? Zero logic eluduna LED area the Dixon. Yes, anode la poi zero kudutha meaning enna? The common cathode configuration, it's not common anode configuration. Yes. Common lo 1 kudutha work agada Antony Surya. Cathode terminal means it must be connected to negative voltage or ground, correct? Anode means it must be connected to positive voltage. So what we have to do? The common terminal we have to connect to ground in this case, and the individual segment pins we have to provide logic 1. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Yes? Okay, fine. So அதாவது இங்க வந்து நம்ம என்ன லாஜிக் யூஸ் பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா பாசிட்டிவ் லாஜிக். நீங்க 1 எழுதுனா LED ஆன் ஆகும், 0 எழுதுனா LED ஆஃப் ஆகும். Fine. Coming to this configuration, here the anode pins are common. What about the logic we have to write now so that LED can glow? So போன இது பார்த்ததுல 1 logic எழுதுனா LED எரியும். What about now? Yes? Which logic we have to use? Zero logic. Okay, thank you. Fine. So this is the physical appearance of the 7-segment display device. Okay. So it is having 10 pins. So மேல 5 pins arrange ஆயிருக்கு. At the bottom you are having 5 pins. The centermost pin on either top and bottom, it is going to be common terminal. Okay. Once you have purchased the 7-segment LED, don't give direct power at the pins. Okay, காமன்ல போயிட்டு கிரவுண்டை கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு செக்மெண்ட்ல போய் டைரக்டா 5 வோல்ட் கொடுக்க வேண்டாம். யுவர் செக்மெண்ட் வில் கெட் டேமேஜ். ஸோ யூ ஹாவ் அ ஹேபிட் ஆஃப் புட்டிங் த காமன் பின் டு கிரவுண்ட் ஆர் பவர் த்ரூ அ ரெசிஸ்டர். ஓகே, ஸோ இங்க நம்ம சொல்லியிருக்கிறது என்னது, இன்டர்னலா இருக்கிற கனெக்ஷன் தான் இங்க நம்ம எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். இன்டர்னலா ரெசிஸ்டர்லாம் கிடையாது. ஸோ வாட் வி ஹாவ் டு டூ, வி ஹாவ் டு புட் எ ரெசிஸ்டர் அட் த காமன் டெர்மினல், ஆர் வி கேன் புட் ரெசிஸ்டர் அட் ஆல் தி செக்மெண்ட் பின்ஸ். And it has to be connected to the port pin. So common pin direct நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம், 5 வோல்ட்ல கொடுத்துடலாம். So like that we can do. Fine. So in the simulation software we are having a provision to use both common anode as well as common cathode. Okay. So நம்ம எது வேணாலும் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Fine. So in the case of common anode, you can see 0 லாஜிக் கொடுத்தா நமக்கு என்ன ஆகுது, செக்மெண்ட் எனேபிள் ஆகுது. 1 லாஜிக் கொடுத்தா செக்மெண்ட் டிசேபிள் ஆகுது. எஸ். So this is about the connection. plus 5 வோல்ட் கொடுத்தாச்சு. இங்க 0 லாஜிக் எங்க கொடுக்குறாங்களோ that corresponding LED bits is glowing. All other will get turned off. Yes. Next. So this is the internal connection. Actually இப்படி தான் இருக்கும். இதுல பாத்தீங்களே தெரியும், இந்த கிரவுண்ட் பின் பாத்தீங்கன்னா fully connected, it is interconnected. That means what, you can either connect the common cathode pin to ground at the top or bottom. You no need to give both the connections because both the pins are short circuited internally or connected internally. Okay, fine. So you can see, so common cathode அப்படினா என்ன பண்றோம், the common pin we are connecting to ground. செக்மெண்ட் பின்ல என்ன பண்றோம், லாஜிக் 5 வோல்ட் கொடுத்தோம்னா இட் இஸ் ஒர்க்கிங். ஸோ பாசிட்டிவ் லாஜிக் வேணும்னா காமன் கேத்தோட் 7 செக்மெண்ட் போயிடணும். நெகட்டிவ் லாஜிக் யூஸ் பண்றதா இருந்தா காமன் ஆனோட் 7 செக்மெண்ட் we can go with. Okay, so that's it about the 7 segment LED. Fine. You have to note down one thing. As it is going to be 8 LEDs, so it is like your LED array. ஸோ இப்போ கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்கு முன்னாடி பார்த்தோம் இல்லைங்களா, சிமுலேஷன் சாஃப்ட்வேர்ல 8 LEDs ஆர்டரா அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணிச்சு இல்லைங்களா, அதுவும் இதுவும் சேம். ஓகே, என்ன ஒரே ஒரு டிஃபரன்ஸ், இட் இஸ் அரேஞ்ச்டு இன் த ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப், ஓகே, இட் இஸ் அரேஞ்ச்டு இன் த ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் the LEDs to display numbers. Okay, generally we can display numbers in the 7 segment. Okay, kindly take a screenshot of this. Later point of time we may use this particular 7 segment ports. So this we call it as 7 segment port. Okay, to display the character 0, character or number 0, what are the segment should be turned on? A, B, C, D, E and F. Correct. So all the pins we have put as 0 as we are going with common anode. Common cathode arunda 1 fill pananum. That's the difference. If you just complement this value, it becomes the data for common cathode. That's it. Yes, is it clear? Shall we proceed? Yes. Yes. Okay. Fine. So also, you just take this particular slide. Also, you can able to display the hexadecimal values in this format. நம்ம லேப்ல யூஸ் பண்ண ட்ரெய்னர் கிட்ல எல்லாம் பார்த்துருப்போம். A, B, C, D, E, F அதையும் நம்ம பார்க்க முடியும். Correct? To blank the 7-segment display, all bits must be written with one logic. That's all. Also note down this particular 7-segment code so that you can use it. Fine. I will move to the next slide. So now we can write the program directly. So connect the common anode 7-segment LED to port 0 and முக்கியமான விஷயம், when you are forming the 7-segment code, you have to fix the pins. Definitely you will be going to use 8-bit port, correct? All the 8 pins we have to connect, correct? So how we have connected 0th pin A segment, first pin B segment. In that manner, you have to provide the connection. Is it clear to everyone? இங்க ஹார்ட்வேர் கான்ஃபிகரேஷன் என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கோமோ அதுக்கு தான் நம்ம 7-segment கோட் எழுதியிருக்கோம். ஃபைன். சப்போஸ் இஃப் யூ ஆர் ரீஅரேஞ்சிங் த பின்ஸ், ரேண்டமா மாத்துறீங்க அப்படின்னா the 7-segment code will change. This 7-segment code suit for this particular hardware configuration. Pin 0 of a port connected to A segment, 1 connected to B segment. Similarly, 7 connected to decimal point. That's it. Okay, fine. Okay, shall we start write the program for this? We want to display the number 7 in the 7-segment display. Yes. So what about the 7-segment code? Regarding common anode, what about the 7-segment code? Yes, F8. Okay, F8 is the 7-segment code for displaying the number 7. Okay, now what I am going to do is I am going to modify this program. So except the first line, all other lines I am deleting. Similarly, the main program, to delete this. Okay, fine. What are the things we have to do? We must use an entire port. Yes, we must use an entire port to connect this particular 7-segment display. So, இதுக்கு என்ன naming கொடுக்கலாம்ப்பா? What naming we can give? Naming never starts from number. Never, it should not start from number. நீங்க 7-seg அப்படின்னு போட்டீங்கன்னா it is a wrong declaration. யூஸ் பண்ண கூடாது கண்டிப்பா. சரிங்களா? So what naming we can put? Kindly suggest me. அந்த போர்ட்டுக்கு ஒரு நேம் வைக்கணும். Yes, SSD 7-segment display. Thank you. எந்த போர்ட் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணனும்னு சொல்லிருந்தோம்? Which port we are going to use? Port 0. Yes, P0. Okay. ஒரு சில கோடிங்லாம் நீங்க இங்க எழுதி வச்சுக்கலாம். For example, 7-segment displayவை நான் blank பண்ணனும்னா blank is equal to what value we have to write? F of all ones. If you write to the particular port, the 7-segment will get blank. That's all. Okay. So initially நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம் இங்க அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா just number 7 மட்டும் தான் டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்ண சொல்லிருக்காங்க. So this particular line it may not be used here. Okay. So what about the thing we have to do? It's very simple. SSD is equal to what? 0x07. Sorry, 0x F. What about the value we seen? Let's see, F8. Okay, F8. F8. That's all. So that's all about the program. The line kuda namakku thevilla. Later we can use it. It's very, very simple. The line mattum. Yes, it's going to be very, very simple. So now we have to take the virtual hardware LED display இருக்குங்களா இத choose பண்ணீங்கன்னா you can able to see 7 segment display.
Sir, black screen வந்திருக்குங்க சார்.
எந்த கிளாஸ்ல முகுந்த் சார்? Students, can you see the presentation?
ரெண்டு ரூம்லயுமே அப்படிதான் இருக்குங்க சார்.
PPT not visible. Wait a minute. Okay, sorry. I had put in. Sorry. Wait a minute. Entire screen na present panla illaya. That's why it seems like you. Very sorry. Present now. Entire screen. There. எனக்கு நெட்வொர்க் எதுவும் கட் ஆகல முகுந்த் சார். பட் பிபிடி மட்டும் தான் ஷேர் பண்ணியிருந்திருக்கேன். அதான்.
ஓகே ராம் சார். ஓகே.
Okay, is it visible now, students? Is it visible now? The screen is visible? Yes. So first line I have included the header file. Next line SSD சொல்லிருந்தீங்க இல்லீங்களா 7 segment display. So I have used port 0 here. So SSD. So SSD is equal to F8. That's all. That's it. So now what I am going to do is I have to use the 7 segment LED. So this is A segment where I have to connect 0 P 0.0. Next B segment 0.1. Next is C segment 0.2. Okay, next D segment. Next E segment. From the below you have to choose. E segment I am connecting to P 0.4. F segment connecting to P 0.5. Yes. 0.6. Yes, now 0.7. Okay, so I can make this Windows always on top. Okay, I'm turning on. So initially we'll be having some random data in the port, correct? So நம்ம last program execute பண்ணோம் இல்லீங்களா அதனுடைய இதுதான் நமக்கு இங்க தெரியுது. Wait a minute. Okay, so now we can simulate the program and run it. Okay, why it is not working properly means here we have interfaced this hardware terminals also, correct? So what I am going to do is I am going to switch it off. Wait a minute, I can close it. It's better. Yes, now it won't be a problem. Yes, so now I am going to run the program. You can turn on the hardware. You can see. Yes, is it working? Yes. தெரியுதுங்களாப்பா 7 now. Yes, okay, fine. இப்போ நான் ஒரு கான்செப்ட் நம்ம இங்க யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். என்ன பண்ணிக்கலாம் அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா if I want to display some other number ஒவ்வொரு தடவையும் நான் 7 segment கூட என்ன பண்ணனும் I have to refer it. So what I can do in the same program? Yes, any idea? Any idea? I'm having the 7 segment code for the numbers 0 to 9 like this. Okay. Whenever I want to display some numbering, what I am doing, I am seeing the hexadecimal code, that means 7 segment code to display the particular number, and I am substituting. Instead of that, what we can do? Yes? Kindly help me. என்ன கான்செப்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம்ப்பா? Yes, we must use an array. Very good. We must use an array. It's going to be very, very important. I will tell you. When you are declaring an array with a constant value. Okay, what I'm saying? Constant value. When you are declaring an array, you have to use const char. Why I'm using char? நீங்க உங்க வேரியபிளுக்கு முன்னாடி கான்ஸ்ட் அப்படின்னு போட்டீங்கன்னா once you declare the entire program within a function, நீங்க டிக்ளேர் பண்ணீங்கன்னா அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் ஃபுல்லா the same value only it will take. The value won't change. Okay, so here set code அப்படின்னு வச்சிருக்கேன். Okay, set code இல்ல SD கோட்னு வச்சுக்கலாமா? 7 segment code. Something we can use sec code name. Fine, sec code. I'm using all the things and small letter. Sec code. Here I am declaring an array. Yes. What are the data? Kindly anyone take a screenshot and tell me so that I can quickly type. So screenshot எடுத்துக்கோங்க. Someone unmute and tell me. Yes. Can you say the data? Yes. What is the 7 segment code for 0? Otherwise, I have to see here C0 F9. You people can help me, correct? What about the 7 segment for 1? F9, thank you. What about the 7 segment for 2? A4, thank you. Next. 0x A4. Next 0x B0. Next 0x 99. Yes. 0x 92. Yes. 0x 82. 0x F8. Then 7 வரைக்கும் போட்டாச்சுன்னா 8 to 9 மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு. Yes, 80 90. Zero x 80, 0x 90. Why I am insisting to use const means this is not going to vary in my entire program. So I am going to use this particular thing as a constant thing. Fine. So that's why I am using const. One more important thing, நீங்க constant போடாம நீங்க உங்க program எழுதினாலும் it will work. But என்ன நடக்கும் தெரியுங்களா? Each 7 segment code will get stored into the RAM memory. 256 byte RAM memoryல இந்த 7 segment code போய் உட்கார்ந்துக்கும். இப்ப RAM memory நமக்கு பத்தாது for doing other operation. Yes. இப்படி நம்ம போட்டா எங்க போய் உட்காரும்? Any idea? If I am declaring the array like this, where this data will be stored? Already சொல்லி கொடுத்திருக்கோம், ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? Move C instruction. Can you hear about it? Move data from the code memory. Data எப்படி சார் code memoryல இருக்கும்? Yes. Not only your program, constant things, whatever you are doing in your program, it will get stored along with your program in the ROM memory itself. It won't get stored into the RAM. So அது எப்ப தேவைனாலும் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம்? ROM ல இருந்து ரீட் பண்ணி எடுத்துக்கலாம். Is it clear to everyone? So definitely you have to use const. Okay. Now what you can write here? இங்க என்ன எழுதலாம் சொல்லுங்க? Instead of F8, what I can do it? What I can do it? Kindly help me. இப்போ நான் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்போ நான் வந்து 9 டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்ணோம். என்ன பண்ணலாம்? sec underscore code nine. That's all. Yes. Is it clear? என்ன டேட்டா நான் டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்ணுமோ அதை நான் இங்க சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணா போறோம். 9 refers to what? The 9th element in the array. Correct? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. So it is a 7-segment code for 9. Is the thing is clear? So I'm debugging this file. So I'm going to run it. Turn on this device. Yes. இது புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா அப்ப எல்லாருக்கும்? 7-segment கோட நான் ஸ்டோர் பண்ணிட்டேன் அப்படின்னா ரொம்ப சிம்பிளா நான் எழுதிடலாம். இல்லைன்னா ஒவ்வொரு தடவையும் நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்? 7 என்ன வேல்யூ நான் எழுதணும்ன்றதை I have to keep on remembering. Okay, fine. இதை இன்னும் சிம்பிளாவும் நம்ம கொண்டு போகலாம். இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமை நான் இன்னும் சிம்பிளாவும் கொண்டு போகலாம். என்ன பண்ணலாம்? I can declare one function. என்ன அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா wait a minute. Yes, I can declare one function void write segment. I have to pass a character value from 0 to 9. Please do not do anything. Yes, void write of segment. போட்டாச்சா? போட்டுட்டு என்ன பண்ணணும்? இந்த ஃபங்க்ஷனை வந்து நம்ம later declare பண்ணிக்கலாம். Wait a minute. Later we can define it here. Void write seg. In between la numbering use பண்ணிக்கலாம், பிரச்சனை கிடையாது. ஸ்டார்டிங்ல தான் நம்பரிங் வரக்கூடாது. Fine. So it is a character value s ன்னு நான் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். Whatever the value you are passing to the function, inside this function it is considered as s only. Fine. If s less than or equal to 9 இருந்துச்சுன்னா என்ன பண்ணணும்? SBD equal to seg code. That's all. Code of yes. I have to open so if statement இதோட முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. அப்படி இல்லைன்னா என்ன பண்ணணும்? greater than 9 இருந்தா என்ன பண்ணணும்பா? less than or equal to 9. wait a minute. less than or equal to 9 இருந்தா ஓகே. greater than 9 இருந்தா என்ன பண்ணிக்கலாம்? blank பண்ணிடலாமா டிஸ்ப்ளேவை? yes, can we do like that? blank பண்றதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும்? else. when you are writing the program நீங்க எல்லா ஆஸ்பெக்ட்டும் யோசிக்கணும். ப்ரோகிராமரா நான் எப்பவுமே 0 to 9 குள்ள தான் எழுதுவேன்னு கிடையாது. சில யூசர் என்ன பண்ணலாம்? வேணுக்குனே 10 11 அப்படி கொடுக்கலாம். கரெக்ட்? so at that point of time it won't work. yes, we need 2 digits to display the numbers. okay, so what we can do? ssb is equal to blank. இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம்ல நான் என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கணும்? மேல blank-ன்றதை டிஃபைன் பண்ணியிருக்கணும். as define blank 0x. இது வந்து மேக்ரோ டெஃபினிஷன். ஓகே, ஸோ இது வந்து நம்ம என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கோம்? array for 7-segment code. இந்த மெயின் ப்ரோக்ராம் இப்போ நான் எப்படி எழுதிட்டு போயிடலாம் பாருங்க. write set any value I want to display, I can write 3. That's all. The function இப்ப நம்மளே கிரியேட் பண்ணியாச்சு கரெக்ட்டா. write underscore segment of 3 அப்படினா மீனிங் என்ன? will write the value 3. fine. நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன் அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா delay இங்க யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. delay program நம்ம டைப் பண்ணனும். fine. So we can run this program. Wait a minute. think இங்க ஒரு எரர் வந்திருக்கு, என்னன்னு பார்க்கலாம். SSD, sorry, SDD, sorry, SSD, 7 segment device. What about the program I have put to display? Wait a minute. Yes, to display the number 3, correct? Turn on the hardware. Enter. Yes, it is appearing. So this kind of program technique you have to use. எவ்வளவுக்கு எவ்வளவு functions வந்து நீங்க build பண்றீங்களோ that much easy you can write your main program. Okay, otherwise you have to do everything in the main program. So functions plays an important role in embedded C. Okay, so whatever the hardware you are using, see, but what we have to know, write underscore seg அப்படினா மீனிங் என்னன்னு தெரியும் நமக்கு. This function is going to use to display a number. So we have to pass a number. What happen if I give a value greater than 9? Greater than 9 கொடுத்தா என்ன ஆகுதுன்னு பார்க்கலாம். Wait a minute. Suppose இங்க நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன் அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா 17 கொடுக்கிறேன். Yes. Debug this file. Yes. It is not showing anything because the number is greater than 9. Okay. வேணும்னா என்ன தெரியுமா பண்ணலாம், எரர் இண்டிகேஷன் கொடுக்கலாம். எரர் இண்டிகேஷன் எப்படி கொடுப்பீங்க? நான் ஆல்ரெடி சொன்னேன் இல்லைங்களா, அந்த டெசிமல் பாயிண்ட்டை வந்து நம்ம ஸ்டேட்டஸ்க்காகவும் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். எஸ், இந்த டாட் எனக்கு க்ளோ ஆனிச்சுன்னா மீனிங் என்ன? இன்வேலிட் டேட்டா இன்புட் நம்ம கொடுத்துருக்கோம்னு வச்சுக்கலாமா? ஸோ ஃபார் தட் வாட் வி ஹவ் டு டூ, instead of blank, wait a minute. Instead of blank, I can have one more thing as invalid. Invalid data கொடுத்தா எனக்கு என்ன ஆகும்? 0x7f. Why 7f? MSB bit I have connected to the decimal point. So அது மட்டும் 0 பண்றதுக்காக 7f. That's it. So what we can use now, invalid input கொடுத்தா நமக்கு இங்க என்ன ஆகணும்? invalid அப்படினு வந்து நமக்கு காமிக்கணும் அந்த ஸ்டேட்டஸ். Yes. See, usually macro define பண்றப்ப capital letter use பண்ணிக்கோங்க so that you can differentiate from the variable. Okay. Now I am going to run the program. Now what it is showing? Yes, it is displaying a dot point that indicates we have entered an invalid data. See, நீங்க ஒரு hardware build பண்றப்ப all the aspects you have to think about it. நீங்க user போய் சொல்ல முடியுமா? You must give this input only. Okay, even if you say if they are aware about the system, they will give such inputs. Otherwise, they will give some random input. See, when you are developing an application, embedded application, you should think all aspects. Okay, you should not think only from programmer perspective. You have, okay, if you are telling some set of rules, the user may follow or may not follow. If they didn't follow, hardware should not get damaged, or your hardware should not do some other fault operations. Okay, so it's very important. So that's it about the 7 segment. Okay, fine. Next one, இது என்ன அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா blink பண்றதுக்கு நான் கேட்டிருக்கேன். Okay, so here the intention is yes, here the intention is to blink the number 3 on the 7th segment. Okay, so இப்போ என்ன பண்ணலாம் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம்ல? It's very very simple. ரொம்பலாம் கஷ்டப்படணும்னு அவசியமே கிடையாது. என்ன பண்ணலாம்? For the program 6th program, what we can do? In the case of 6th program, what we can do? Yes, we have to include delay, that's it. So delay function நம்ம எழுதிட்டு you have to write the value, call delay and put it in a loop. That's a blank பண்ணணும் கண்டிப்பா. Fine? Okay, wait a minute. Delay function already எழுதிருந்தா பரவாயில்லை. Okay, I will quickly type the delay function. Wait a minute. Okay, so I am going to declare one more function, delay. Void delay. Enter. Void delay. Say D. Here I am going to use two loops. So int I comma j for I equal to 0, I less than b is the plus. So within this I have to write one more for loop. The inner for loop variable is j, correct? I have to replace I by j. Here I have to somebody unmuted and disturbing the class. Kindly check yourself. Okay, that's all. The inner for loop, it's going to be a dummy loop. So we have used two functions. One is delay, the another one it is going to be writing to 7 segment. Yes. So now we can write. So initially we have to blank the 7 segment, correct?
Hello.
Here you can wait a minute. Mukund sir.
சார் சொல்லுங்க.
I think somebody is speaking.
அதான் செக் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். Check பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
It is not a good attitude, students.
Unmute பண்ணிட்டாங்க ராம் சார். மியூட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க ராம் சார். Proceed.
Okay, okay. இல்ல பர்பஸாவே பண்ண மாதிரி தெரிஞ்சது சார். Okay, initially what we are doing, SSD.
ராம் சார் அது நான் யாருன்னு பார்த்துட்டேன். ராம் சார் அது நான் யாருன்னு பார்த்துட்டேன். அப்புறம் தனியா அட்ரஸ் ஆகி.
ஓகே சார்.
Okay sir. Thank you sir. So initially I had made the 7 segment display blank, correct? So now what I am going to do, I am going to display some number. Say for example we said 3. So what we have to do, write underscore set of 3. Yes, after that what we have to do, delay. Yes, we have included the delay. Then we have to blank the, for that you can use some other one more function. Yes, blank display, you can write a function for that. Instead of every time using yes d equal to blank. See how much function you are using in your program, so that much easier you can write your main code. That's it. So now what I am going to do is, yes. So now we can run the program. Yes, is it working? Okay, students, kindly understand one thing. See, I'm not simply copying and put the code and explaining you. Okay, so that won't give you a good idea about the programming. Fine. If you people uh, with involvement, if you attend the class, definitely you grasp more things. இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம எழுதுனதுல எப்படி ஒரு 15 ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுதிருப்போம், சிம்பிள் ப்ரோக்ராம் தான், பட் அரௌண்ட் 15 programs, almost many concept we have learned. Yes, yes. So you have to display the number from 0 to 9 at a regular interval. Once 9 comes, again it has to start from 0 onwards. Yes. So how we can write? Can you people suggest the program for this? Can you people suggest the program for this? I will wait for your response. At least a few of you people are responding to me from the beginning. I really thank you people. Okay, keep on interacting. Yes, we can do it in loop. Anthony Surya, can you give the coding itself? You give the main program alone. That's enough. Yes, all of you try it. So initially we are blanking, no choice in that. In the while of one kulla enna varum adu mattum solunga. I am going to declare one variable for count. So char n. The general count na namakku enna thonum, number dana, integer dana declare pannanom. I need only 9 times. So 0 to 255 times I can do with character variable itself. That's why I am choosing the count as n here. I mean char here. Data type as char here. Okay. So what should come here? That's what I am asking you. The while loop kulla, the while of one kulla, continuously what it has to do? It has to display the number 0. Yes. Delay. Again it has to display 1. Sorry, blank. Again delay. It has to display 1. Like that it should vary. In between எனக்கு display blank ஆக கூடாதுன்னா என்ன பண்ணணும், அதுவும் நம்ம செக் பண்ணலாம். The many perspectives are there when you are programming the hardware. You don't think simply நம்ம number display பண்றது மட்டும் தான் program எழுத முடியும். It's not like that. Yes, very good, Anthony Surya. For c equal to 0, c less than 9. Less than 9 போட்டா 0 to 8 வரைக்கும் தான் நமக்கு வரும். கரெக்ட்டுங்களா? So what we can do? Less than or equal to 9 we can put. Correct? For here I use the variable as n equal to 0, n less than or equal to 9, n plus plus. So very good. So next, right of segment. Yes. Right underscore seg of value. What about the value from the array? Yes, we have written the function, so directly we can use it. We can pass the value n. Very good, Anthony Surya. Thank you. You have done a very good job. Yes, that's it. உங்களுக்குலாம் சி ப்ரோக்ராம் நல்லாவே தெரியும், கரெக்டா? எங்களை விட உங்களுக்கு நல்லாவே தெரியும் சி ப்ரோக்ராம். Better than we people, you know about. Okay. See, you can do the program in variety of manner. நான் எப்படி வந்து டேட்டாவை ஹேண்டில் பண்ணணும் நான் சொல்லி கொடுத்துட்டேன் உங்களுக்கு. பிட் பைட் ரெண்டே விஷயம் தான். எஸ், பிட் ஆப்ரேஷன் எப்படி பண்ணணும், பைட் ஆப்ரேஷன் எப்படி பண்ணணும். ஓகே, தென் ஷிஃப்ட் ஆப்ரேஷன். when we are going with keypad interfacing, definitely shift operation இன்னும் clear-ஆ நமக்கு நிறைய விஷயங்கள் புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம். Yes, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just debug this file. Yes, that's all. So now I'm going to run the program. So I have to add the virtual hardware. Yes, that's it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. See, இதே ப்ரோக்ராம் மல்டிப்ளெக்ஸ் 7 செக்மெண்ட் போனா என்ன பண்ணலாம்? After 9, என்னோட கவுண்ட் 9 தாண்டுச்சுன்னா I have to use the another digit to display the numbers. அத 1 பண்ணிட்டு again 0 ல இருந்து 9, again 2. If that overflows, again we have to go with the next digit. So based on the requirement, you can do like that. Okay, but multiplex 7 segment display, you have to study its operation. Yes, already theory part la nama padichirukrom. Anyhow, in module 2 we will be going to discuss about the matrix keypad, multiplex 7 segment display and LCD. Okay, so how to program those devices. Okay. See, here you can see the virtual hardware la enna irukko the maximum nama use panniralam. Fine. If you want, okay, we can also work with DS1620 temperature sensor we are having in this particular virtual hardware. Okay, so this is the IC pin now. So we are using only 3 pin for interfacing to microcontroller. Okay, then 3 pin we can know the status of the temperature, high, low or common. The status we can know. Here is the provision to vary the temperature. Input vary பண்றதுக்கு provision கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Yes, see inside this IC you will be having this register TH, TL and temp. Okay, TH temperature high value, TL temperature low value. What about the current temperature? See, இது வந்து limit பா, temperature high low நீங்க செட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Current temperature என்னன்றது இங்க நம்ம பார்த்துக்கலாம். Fine. This is about the status register. This is about the status register. See, this portion we can do apart from this value added course, but you people have to study its data sheet. Then only it will be easier. Okay, fine. See, என்னென்ன ஹார்ட்வேர் இருக்கோ அது எல்லாமே நம்ம இந்த கோர்ஸ்ல ஃபுல்லா படிச்சிடலாம். Fine. Then here you can see one more interface, file interface னு இருக்கு இல்லையா, இது என்னன்னு பார்க்கலாம். நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம், ஒரு folder location choose பண்ணிக்கலாம். Okay, write பண்றது. You can choose a folder location. Wait a minute. Documents and settings la வெளியிலே போட்டுடலாம். Wait a minute. Okay. இது எங்க இருக்குன்னு பாத்துக்கோங்க. டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ்ல LED blinking .gpi ஃபைல். போர்ட் 0ல நீங்க என்னென்ன ரைட் ஆபரேஷன் பண்றீங்களோ அது அப்படியே ரெக்கார்ட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். இது எதுக்காக யூஸ் ஆகும்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, when you are developing some application, உங்களுக்கு என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் வருது, நீங்க எழுதுற டேட்டா என்ன ஃபார்மட்ல, நான் வந்து ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஆல் ஒன்ஸ் எழுதுறேன், அங்க எனக்கு ஏதாவது பை மிஸ்டேக் சேஞ்ச் ஆகுதா, தட் யூ கேன் see. ஸோ இப்போ நம்ம என்ன கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம், எய்தர் ப்ரோக்ராம்ல ஃபால்ட் இருக்கலாம் இல்லைன்னா ஹார்ட்வேர் கனெக்ஷன்ல ஃபால்ட் இருக்கலாம். ஃபார் டீபக்கிங் பர்பஸ் we can go with this 7 6 sorry 6 5. See, actually I felt very sophisticated with college computers. Okay, classroom la vechirukka computers vandu pathina I felt very comfortable because the very first thing is internet connection. So நமக்கு நிறைய ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் வருது இல்லையா, ஸோ அதுலேயே வந்து நமக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் போயிடும் கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம். Fine. See, from this class onwards, I will sustain my internet connection, good internet connection. Okay, don't worry about it. So I'm going to just make it on this on top. Okay, so the save configuration போய் நீங்க என்ன பண்ணிக்கலாம், சேவ் பண்ணாலும் பண்ணிக்கலாம். So files, sync files now, keep files synchronized. Okay, so now we can run the program. Program run ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு இல்லையா, இப்போ போர்ட் 0ல என்னென்னலாம் நடக்குதோ அது ரெக்கார்ட் ஆகும். You can click on start. Yes, 3 changes recorded, 4 changes recorded, 5 6. Okay, fine. I'm going to stop. So எங்க இருக்கு பாத்துக்கோங்க, டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ்ல LED blinking .gpio அந்த லொகேஷன்ல இருக்கு. I'm going to see it now. I can close this. documents. So here you can see, we can open with Notepad. Yes, here you can see. So in the time, I think time in microsecond, I hope so. Yes, this is about the timing in microsecond. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும். Now it is 450 millisecond. கரெக்ட்டா? அப்ப வந்து 439 millisecond இருந்திருக்கலாம் அந்த டைமிங். Fine. So you can see 80 the 7-second code ப்ராப்பரா ரைட் ஆயிருக்கு தெரியுதுங்களா? Yes. See, by this means you can track your programming. நம்ம என்ன எழுதி இருக்கோம் அது ப்ராப்பரா வொர்க் ஆகுதா? That we can able to debug it. So that's all about 7 segment. Okay. So you people just try this part also as a task. Okay. So connect a common 7 segment LED display to port 0 and 8-bit input switches to port 1. Display the value assigned to the pressed key in the 7 segment display. அதாவது நான் எந்த கீ வேல்யூ பிரஸ் பண்றனோ அதனுடைய கரஸ்பாண்டிங் நம்பர் 0th கீ அப்படினா 0, first கீனா 1. If more than one input switch is pressed at a time, display must be blank. Kindly note down this task. So you add it as a last task. So இதுவும் நம்ம இன்னைக்கு பண்றதா இருந்துச்சு, but time நமக்கு இல்லன்றதனால we will give it as a task. Is it clear? 8-bit switch நம்ம இன்டர்ஃபேஸ் பண்றோம் port 1ல, port 0ல 7 segment கனெக்ட் பண்ணிருக்கோம். நான் switch 0 பிரஸ் பண்ணேன் அப்படினா எனக்கு 0 டிஸ்ப்ளே ஆகும். If I press more than one switch simultaneously எனக்கு வந்து blank ஆயிடும் டிஸ்ப்ளே. Fine. So எந்த கீ நம்ம கனெக்ட் பண்ணிருக்கோமோ பிரஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோமோ அந்த நம்பர் எனக்கு டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்ணும். That's it. So that's it about this particular task. Okay. So coming to today's task, kindly note down it. So connect a 8-bit input switch to port 0 and make the LED at P1.5 to blink if the input pattern password is as follows. Kindly note down this task. Okay, I will post it in the Google Classroom also. Okay, as I told, unga class la ethana per irukinglo divide by the total number of tasks I have given. Okay, or else I will put it a PDF file. Endha student endha task pannundradhukku I will put a PDF file. Kindly refer it and work on your own. By next week, I will be asking you to submit. Okay. So connect a 8-bit input device to port 0. Okay. Make LED at P1.5 to blink if this particular pattern is given. நம்ம just on பண்றதுக்கு தான் பார்த்தோம். இப்போ blink பண்றதுக்கு நான் கேட்டிருக்கேன். That's the difference. Okay. Then task 2. Connect 3 switches named G2, G1, G0. Then B2, B1, B0 LED connect பண்ணனும். Fine. Here gray port to binary conversion. நம்ம binary to gray பண்ண மாதிரி you people have to do gray to binary. Yes, that is task 2. Then coming to task 3. Connect 8-bit switches to port 0 and single LED at P1.0. Read the input in BCD format. நம்ம கொடுக்கிற input வந்து என்ன ஃபார்மட்ல இருக்கு? 2-digit BCD format. Say for example 0101 0111 அப்படினா 5757. So 2-digit decimal number expressed in BCD format. If it is BCD input, you have to make the LED yes, you have to make the LED to glow if inputs are valid. அதாவது for example எனக்கு வந்து other than 0 to 9 எந்த digits வந்தாலும் hexadecimalல it is considered as invalid BCD. Correct? So valid BCD இருந்தா மட்டும் எனக்கு LED glow ஆகணும். The next task is connect a common anode 7 segment LED to port 0. Okay, and 8-bit switches display and blink the value. So நான் first சொன்னது வந்து என்னது just அந்த நம்பரை மட்டும் டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்றது. இப்போ என்ன சொல்றோம் அந்த நம்பர் blink ஆகணும். That's it. Fine. So I hope today I have given 5 tasks. In the first class I have given 5 tasks. In the second session I have given day 3 la நான் கொடுத்தது 2 tasks. Previous class la கொடுத்தது 2 tasks. So totally 12 tasks I have assigned to you so far from module 1. So all of you people have to do it. Many of you people not yet joined in the Google Classroom, kindly join. Fine. So otherwise, I will give the name list to the HOD sir. That's it. That's what I can do. See, in this particular situation, we peoples are trying to educate you in new fields. Okay.
Ram sir.
You have to learn something. Sir.
Ram sir. நம்பர்ஸ் வந்து ஜாயின் ஆகாத நம்பர்ஸ் வந்து மண்டே இது மண்டே அன்னைக்கு டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்ணிடலாம் ராம் சார். ஒரு ஸ்லைட்ல டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்ணிடுங்க. அப்புறம் கார்த்திகுமார் சார் சொல்லிடலாம். அவங்க டியூட்டர் கார்த்திகுமார் சார்.
கண்டிப்பா சார். நான் லிஸ்ட் எடுத்துட்டு மண்டே டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்ணிடுறேன் சார். மண்டேக்குள்ள ஜாயின் பண்ணலாம்னா நம்ம டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்ணிடலாம்.
பண்ணிக்கலாம் ராம் சார். Thank you.
Okay. Thank you students. That's all about the today's session. I have the recording.